whiskeys with themselves, and we're passing them around and stuff, and then all of a sudden dawned on me, I'm like, ooh, I got this stuff. It's moonshine. Yeah, like, anybody want to try it? And some of the guys are like, well, I'm like, yeah, I bet this will be all right. And somebody like, no, it's got to be crap. We lined up shot glasses in the thing, we poured them out, and we all did it at once, and instantly everybody was like, what? Like, that's moonshine? I'm like, I don't even, like, I didn't think much of it, but then I'm like, man, I could become friends with that dude. Good stuff. I'll do that. I'll do moonshine here. This is old folk tune. syrup?
No help.
Man, that sounded good. That whiskey works. Actually, there's a true story. My first band I was in, we worked really hard. We started building a really pretty good audience. We're coming out of a small farm towns where we're coming out of, and we hit the cities, and everybody's like, "Who are these fucking farm kids?" But we tear it up, and we got a gig at what was a big place in Minneapolis for us. It's called the Fine Line Cafe, and which is a big deal. I mean, still it was a big deal, and it was a showcase. This label was gonna show up and check us out, and we're all excited about it. We're like, sweet, we finally get our chance. But we're all nervous as hell, and we're dumb farm kids, and they had a green room, and it was full of liquor. It was like anything you could, like high-end stuff, like Grey Goose, and I was like, this can't be our room, like this can't be right. But I was totally like a fat man at a donut shop. We're all nervous. So we all just started pounding stuff, and we're like, I always had this idea in my head of like, you know, if I have just a couple, it's when I sound the best. And it was like our big break, and the sound guy's like, hey, I'm gonna record the show so you guys can remember it. I'm like, sweet. We get up there, we play it, and I just think we're killing it. You know what I mean? It was one of those nights where we're all just like, it feels like you're all just on, and you're all just like working as one unit and like putting out this great music. And when we're done, the label didn't even come up and say hi, and I'm thinking like, what is wrong with them? And the sound guy didn't say much. He just handed me the tape, and we went home the next day. I popped it in, and it sounded like exactly what it was: a bunch of drunken idiots on a stage, just bellowing around like, oh my god, yeah. And I stopped. That was the first time I'm like, no, I don't think I'll do that anymore. So, hopefully that won't happen tonight. But it's medicinal tonight. So.
There's a reason.
There's a reason for it. There's no labels here, so I'm not too worried about it. Let me think here. I'll do, let me think of this. This is a song about I dated a lot in my youth. It took me forever to figure it out. Basically, I got married when I was 40, and I always tell people what I finally figured out was I found a woman with poor judgment and bad eyesight. It's worked out wonderfully. She has horrible judgment. She keeps staying with me, but back in the day, I love being in relationships, but I just couldn't keep going. I always tell people too, I'm kind of like a puppy. So people are like, girls instantly are like, oh, he's so cute, and like he's a musician, and they want to take me home with them and take care of me. But when I don't stop peeing on the rug, they're getting a little tired of me and send me on my way. You know, and I'd make this mistake of like when I'm dating women, you have like your song, and I'd make these mistakes where like I picked too good of a song, and then I couldn't listen to the song anymore because it's like it reminds me of that like when I peed on the carpet.
That.
This is about that. The song's called Iowa City. Had a girl, she was pretty. She left me in Iowa City. Willie sang Blue Eyes crying in the rain. Then she showed up at my door when I moved to St. Paul. She said, big things turn to nothing at all. Said she loved me, but the words didn't sound the same. 'Cause almost what you said and what you did say change your meaning in a single day. Sometimes like you never said them at all. I loved a girl, and she was pretty. She left me long before Iowa City. I can't listen to Willie, it just seems wrong. If I could go back and change one thing, that'd be that song I heard him sing. Man, I used to love that goddamn song. He used to play it over and over just to sing along. Now I can't listen to Willie, it just seems wrong. If it's all right, I'm gonna do a couple more and take a little break. I need more cough syrup, I think. So, let me think here. How about I'm gonna attempt something. This is really testing the audience here, but so where I'm from is I grew up in what at the time was a little farm community in Minnesota. It's like west of the cities. It was very diverse. We had Lutherans and Catholics. And they got along. They got along well. But anyways, my favorite bar was outside of the town. Like when I got older, I wound up working at this bar. It was really kind of a tough biker bar in the middle of nowhere. People asked. It's where actually I started playing music. My first band. First place I was a bartender there at the time, and we first started playing at that place. And it's a Minnesota. People ask me the difference of things when I'm traveling, and a good one is like telling them the difference between Wisconsin and Minnesota. So in that town where I grew up, basically grew up, there was 2 churches and 1 bar. And Wisconsin, you just reverse that. There's 2 bars and 1 church. That's the difference in Wisconsin. But so we play this bar all the time. I was bartending there, and I love the place. To be honest, it's a lot like Byron's. It's just a beautiful place in the middle of nowhere. And I didn't mean, not that this is nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a wonderful place.
Perfect.
Yeah, no Oasis. Yeah. Well, except that place was a lot rougher. It was a lot rougher, but I don't know. I loved it. It's the kind of place you could. There's not a lot of judgment in certain places, and that's one of those. Seriously, church. Like for me, church really became a good bar. Like I don't. Some people know this or not. Like a good bar is like a church. You can go there, and it's the way it should be. Don't be judged, and people love you for who they are and stuff like that. But that place, for the most part, was like that. You get an occasional scuffle there that was pretty tough. Normally it was like 2 guys fighting about what's better, Arctic or Polaris. That happened quite a bit. Anyways, I was there on an off day, which is unusual for me. They had good like handmade burgers. We did pat our own burgers at that place, and I came in for lunch, and I was sitting there hanging out talking to some random dude, and I had to go to the bathroom. Yeah, walked in there, and that place isn't as nice as Byron's. The graffiti on the walls in that place is like unbelievable. It's like swastikas and like phallic symbols and like I never understood it, but after working there, I realized all it is like drunk men or like children, and you just try to be as offensive as possible. So there's all this crazy, gross crap on the wall. But there was new graffiti. It was like new ink on the wall, and all it said was, "Gus can't catch a fish." And where I'm from, that was like the worst thing you could say. I laughed so hard at that. Gus can't catch a fish. But the weird thing is, it's a really small town, and I don't know who the fuck Gus is. You know what I mean? But I'm like, oh my god, I wish I knew who Gus was, because he would throw fists over that. But, so instead, I wrote a song about it. It's called "Gus Can't Catch a Fish." Sorry about that. Happy at the corner bar, had one foot on the floor. Was talking to a bartender, showing a bottle of beer was made for. After every dirty joke, my kidneys cried no more. Peeled the label from my bottle and made a wish. I stumbled to the bathroom, found that familiar stink, like someone caught a feral cat and drowned him in the sink. Just finished pissing my eyes, focused on my name in fresh ink. It simply said, "Gus can't catch a fish." Of my mother's virtue or my sexuality. I even see my character engaged in bestiality, but no one's ever dared to group words like this. I might waste a few shells on a mud hen or a stray duck. I even scared the hell out of a trophy 12-point buck. When it comes to women, I'll first admit I'm shit on a luck, but who the hell can Oh, man, that's me. Oh, man. Man, that's cruel. Damn, man, that's the meanest words I ever seen. I mean, I may be dumb, but I ain't that kind of fool. Wrote my share, a 10-pound test. My tackle box will be a stink bait mess. Don't catch muskies 'cause I like sunfish best. That don't mean I can't catch a fish. I'm about to show you how I land a fist. Just like casting, it's on the wrist. How about we have ourselves a little contest and we'll see who can catch a fish good. Oh, man, that's me. Oh, man. Man, that's cruel. Damn, man, that's the meanest words I ever seen. I mean, I may be dumb, but I ain't that kind of fool. I ain't that kind of fool. Let's do one more. One more, is that cool? One more, we'll take a little break. Is that awesome? All right. I've dug a hole now, I don't know what to play. Oh, I got one. You guys will appreciate this. So, it's along the same lines. When I was starting out, I'd play anywhere and everywhere I could play. And none of you will know what this is, but there's a place in Minnesota, it's called Rice, Minnesota. And it's like a lot of places outside of the city, really rough, really tough. And I got a gig on a Sunday afternoon, and it was for 3 hours. And it was right after the Vikings game, right?
They win?
It was the opener. It was the opener, right? It was the season opener on a Sunday. And they lost in a way where, you knew the whole season was just going to be horseshit. You know what I mean? Like the worst kind of loss where it's like, man. So people were really drunk. They were really pissed. And then they're like, here's a dude with an acoustic guitar, right? I didn't know much of it. I was young and I'm like, sweet, I got a gig, right? And up there, and people stuck around, but they were looking for blood. They kept yelling country, like, play country. And I'm like, I think my stuff kind of sounds country. And like, no, I'll play some real country. I'm like, and I knew one Merle Haggard song. So I played it 4 times and they kept going, play more country. And I'm like, I'm trying. Literally at set break, first set break, the owner of the bar, I swear to God, runs up to me with half my pay and he goes, you need to get out of here, they want to kill you. True story. And as I'm packing up my stuff, I'm literally getting guys surrounding me and shit. I was like, oh my God. But anyways, I went home and I thought, man, I gotta learn some covers because I just always thought it was easier to write my own songs than to learn somebody else's songs. So I never really tried to learn covers, and so I went home and I thought, I gotta learn as many covers as I can figure out. And when I started doing it, I realized they're all the same. There's so many that cross over, and I thought, this would be easy. I can just use the same chord progression, and it's like I can learn 6 songs in one. So I started doing this, and it started getting out of hand. So I started doing this in the rough bars that when they want to kick my ass. And it saved me quite a few times. I call this the medley. So this is every cover song I know in one. See the stone set in your eyes. See the thorn twist in your side. I wait for you. She's just a small town girl. She's living in her holy world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. Must be your skin, 'cause I'm sinking in. Must be for real, 'cause now I can feel. 'Cause I didn't mind. It's not my time. It's not my time to wonder. Josie's on a vacation far away. Come on in and talk it over. There's so many things wasting all my time. 'Cause when you're standing oh so near, I kinda lose my mind. Yeah, well, she's a real tough cookie with a lot next to me. Breaking little hearts like the one in me. Before you put another notch in your lipstick case, better something, something puts you in your place. Hit me with your best shot. Come on and hit me with your best shot. Hit me with your best shot. Fire away. You find yourself in times of trouble. Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom. Let it be. All the small things, true care, true brain. I'll take your wrist. Take me home, country road, to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Don't go chasing waterfalls, just stick to the rivers and the lakes that you used to. I know that you're gonna have your way or nothing at all, but I think you're moving too fast. We're not gonna take it. No, we ain't gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore. It's for the kids. Let it go. Let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go. Let it go. Turn around and shut the door. I don't want anybody else. 'Cause when I think about you, I touch myself. Apologize for that word. Take on me. Take on me. Take me on. Take on me. I'll be. That's a horrible idea. In a dream. Thank you guys. Thank you for sticking out with me. I appreciate it. I'm gonna come back and do some more. We'll take a little break. Let's do more coffee.
Gonna go open the pharmacy?
Good stuff's coming
Bucket
up.
or no bucket?
Yeah. Okay. You got a bucket?
Oh, yeah, I bet he does. He's got a bucket. So, I'll be back here at night. Don't you know?
Personal message.
Right after. The ones who win the series.
All the last year. I want that. And a bucket.
This is a big draw.
Hey, let's hear it for Drew Peterson, huh? Oh, I love that guitar player. Can't wait to hear him when he's 100%. I want to remind you next Sunday it's Dustin Arbuckle and the Damnations with Matt Woods. Then the Ron Lee King Band, Surf Zombies, Howard Mann, and Scott Ellison. But right now we got a drawing. Let's hear it for Vanna. Oh, right off the bat, what's better than a one-way? What's better than a two-way? A three-way plug. Never gets old. Oh, 9, 3.
Congratulations. How many of these do you have now?
Oh, so many things come to mind, I'm just going to shut up. A micro flashlight. The brightest little flashlight in the world. Marketing. 1, 3.
Someone's happy. Is it you?
Only one.
Ooh, a virgin one. 113. You're hooked now. Welcome to the dark side. Another pair of Byron's work gloves, never been used for work, but I've washed them since then. These were pretty soft. Oh, 9. Oh.
All right.
Enjoy, Brad. But wash them afterwards. A picture of tonight's show. One.
I want to trade for the light.
Well, you gotta ask him.
Well, he just heard me.
Come here, Ticket.
Did the light guy hear that? She wants to
What
trade.
does the word say?
Another stocking cap. Oh, 8, 2. Ooh, Vanna won. No collusion.
It's all rigged.
It's all rigged.
We'll vote 14 times on this. Here's a LP painted by Cinda here. I have one up here that says "Shut the fuck up."
Please.
Please, yes, always polite. 1, 0.
I got this, Terry.
Oh. He's not a virgin.
I'm gonna go out there
Sweet.
You can shine your flashlight on that. A back scratcher. I've signed it. Get the two guys to sign it. It'll be worth $1.85. Oh, 7, 9.
That'd be me.
Congratulations.
Thank you.